Okay guys, this is our very first time, not our first time, but our first time doing this seriously. We are going to start this channel. I don't know if this clip will be a blooper or a real part of the video, but yeah, hello.
What's up, what's up?
Welcome to our channel. I am Clary.
Mandy.
And we've decided to create a channel called Sofrito con Chile, and it'll make a lot more sense in later videos, but yes, that's what we're gonna go by. So a big part of our channel will probably be car vlogs, because it's not too often that we're home. Yeah, so hence why we're kind of bouncing around. I'm sorry if the angle looks crazy. We're definitely new to this whole vlogging thing. You have to see me struggling to hold my camera right now. It is quite the mission. What are we gonna focus on? So the both of us we live in New York, and we are trying to move out, but not just move out into like a regular situation. We want to buy property, so whether that's a condo or a house, I don't know what that's gonna end up being, but that's what we're focusing on. And I feel like a big part of our channel and why we wanted to do this is because it is so expensive to move out in New York City to be specific. And we found like all these different programs and like grants and funds and stuff. So we just want to kind of share our knowledge, our experience, and just connect with other people that perhaps have done this as well. What else? I don't know.
And just like date ideas as well, because you know, there's times where you may not know what you want to do. So we're gonna just show you random stuff that we do in the city, and hopefully, if you're in a relationship, it helps you.
Yeah, or even if you're just like hanging out with friends and you want somewhere to go, something to do. We both decided that this year, on our third year together, we're gonna do more like, I guess, adventures in New York, or I guess in general, well, mainly in New York, because that's where we live, and it's just like easier to do kind of local stuff. And believe it or not, we've lived here our entire lives and don't know our city as well as we should, so that's another big part. So adventures, moving out, I guess struggling to adult, or becoming adults, it depends how you want to word that. And yeah, I think we're really relatable for a lot of people living in New York City, trying to figure it out, trying to make it, and it's like, how do you do that? So if you have any tips or suggestions, obviously let us know. We've created an Instagram, obviously we have our channel. We don't know if we're going to spread out to other social media like platforms quite yet, but right now we'll be operating on those two. Okay guys, so we're gonna do a boyfriend tag because I figured it'll be a good way for you to get to know us. I haven't asked him these questions, some of them ever, but then others in a couple of years, so it'll be a nice little refresher to see. Okay, first question, where did we meet?
We met in a handwriting class in Newport. That's where we went to school.
College.
And one of our mutual friends knew that we were both going to study abroad, so he like told us, hey, they're going to Spain, so get to know each other. But yeah, we really got to know each other in Spain.
Yeah. So by the way, we're in Dobbs Ferry, New York, at the waterfront. So you just heard the Metro North pass by. Hopefully that didn't cut off his answer. Yes, we met in college, but then we really met when we studied abroad that summer. What was our first date?
Our first date, we went to a restaurant in Yonkers. It's a Mexican restaurant. And then we went to the movies to go see Dope.
Where was our first kiss and how was it?
Our first kiss? In Spain. We had like semi-kissed. I don't know where, at some party. But then we like kissed, I guess, another night after that.
Yeah, but the very, very first time was at this like what I thought was going to be a sketchy party. It ended up being a really good time, but he had kissed me, and at that point I really did have a crush on him, and I was so shocked that I just turned around and walked away. So I'm sure anybody watching would have thought I was pissed off about it. I wasn't. I was just like, oh my god, that did not just happen. What was your first impression of me?
So I had seen you before on campus, just working at the School of Business. And I was like, oh, she's cute, but nothing like whatever. And then I had seen you again, because we lived in the same dorm, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, she's cute, but she was in her pajamas at 6 in the morning.
Doing laundry.
Yeah, so I was just like, whatever.
When did you meet the family?
When did I meet the family? It was kind of weird because I met your mom after like a date or something, and she was just like, oh, we're gonna meet tomorrow because we had like planned a dinner with your parents and I think your sister too. And yeah, like I was helping you guys out and she was there and she was just like, hello, but I guess we'll meet tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I was just yeah. And then we went to Florida Maya in the city. And that's where we met.
So he met like my sister and some of like my close friends for my birthday, so a couple months before that. But then officially, I guess, met like the family in December. So that was like 6 months after we started talking. And it probably would have been longer in all honesty, but I felt like, I guess it was the right time and stuff, but I don't know. Do we have a tradition?
A tradition? Not really. Back in college, we would go to certain places to get breakfast and lunch on like Tuesdays and Thursdays or something, but now not really with our work schedule and just not seeing each other as much. I don't think we are.
I don't think so. Who said I love you first?
I did. I said it on your 22nd birthday.
Yeah.
And you ran away.
So remember I said he met my family or like sister and friends for my birthday. It was my 22nd birthday. I had a house party when I was still in college, and he had given me my gift, and as he was giving it to me he said I love you, and I was just like ran away. I mean, I ran upstairs and I was like crying. Everyone was like, are you okay? Did he break up with you? I was like, no, he said I love you. And technically this was only like 2 weeks of us dating, so he knew very early on that this is where it was at. What do we argue about the most?
Communication, I guess. Just not understanding. I have to speak up a little bit more.
And I'm very loud, so sometimes it's perceived as yelling. So I've tried to control that a little bit, but yeah. If I'm sitting in front of the TV, what am I watching?
Reality show, something like Housewives of something or Teen Mom.
Absolutely. I love anything like that. I mean, on a serious note, I really like documentaries, but if I'm watching TV, it's absolutely a reality show. Oh, and there's more kids coming. Okay.
Right.
And he likes Impractical Jokers.
You can't skate there, okay? Get off. Right now.
What's the one food I don't like?
Cheese.
Hate cheese. I love pizza, but I hate anything else that has dairy. Like I drink almond milk. I don't like what else? Like cheeseburgers. If it looks like dairy, I don't want it. Yeah. And he hates tomatoes. Basically anything that's like leafy and green. Mashed potatoes, which is so weird with the consistency. Yeah. What size shoe do I wear?
In boys, a 5, and in females, a 7.
Yes.
But sometimes it varies.
Yeah. It does. I don't know. The other questions were random. Okay. Will we ever live together?
That is the goal.
That is a goal. So 2019, our goal is to live together. Ideally, we will stay in the Bronx, but we'll see. I don't know. You guys will be a part of that journey and figuring out where we end up. So that's kind of it for our boyfriend tag. If there's any other questions, like, you want to answer, whether it's about us or like what we're trying to do, comment down below. And thank you for watching.
They're like
What's this?
It's a drone.
How do you control it?
With your phone and a control.
Honestly, can you do it?
Yeah, hold on.